Hello folks, welcome to the Urban Rider Studio, where on this occasion I have some new footwear with me from the Italian brand Forma. These are the Forma Hyper Dry riding trainers. Based on that name, I'm sure you can assume that these are fully waterproof, which of course they are, and that is a useful feature. They're available in either anthracite or black, and at the time of making this video, they come in at £194.99. They are also obviously CE approved. We have a range of new trainers and boots from Forma. These fall in their urban category of footwear, in which there is also the City Dry, which are probably the closest boots to these. They have a lot of the same function. These are ever so slightly taller and slightly more expensive, and they have a few extra details across them, which I'll explain as we go through. They also take a bit of a different tact in terms of their styling. As these are CE approved, you have various protection across them, including reinforcement to your toe and your heel. You also have TPU ankle cups, ankle armor, which are foam backed, so they're more comfortable against your ankle as you're moving around, because it is obviously quite a mobile area of your foot. And they are the same size on the outside or the inside of your ankle, which is quite a good thing because obviously they've got a side zip there, and sometimes the compromise with a side zip entry is that you either don't have ankle armor on the inside or it is slightly smaller. But on this occasion, it is the same size. They have a full grain leather outer with a soft finish. You can see in either the anthracite, or let's call it grey, or the black there. The black is a solid black colorway, including the sole, where obviously with the grey you have the contrast of a white sole and white laces with a used or worn in effect to it, especially on the sole, or specifically just on the sole. Actually, the laces are clean. But with the sole, they're obviously giving them a bit of a patina, which is something that I don't necessarily need when it comes to my motorcycle footwear, because it won't take long to make your motorcycle boots dirty, as I'm sure you're aware. But either way, both of these will age well. They have a double density rubber sole. It really is quite grippy. It's got this diamond pattern to the tread on there. Not very big grooves in between them, but it is still really grippy, so that's the most important thing when it comes to your footwear. And ultimately that means that dirt won't find it as easy to actually stick to these shoes in the first place. Something I really like is that they are a flat sole, which makes it a bit easier moving around on the pegs, especially useful in urban settings. The rest of the details are pretty simple. What I quite like though is the little Italian flair on the rear side of these. So you've got the flag on there. Again, probably more noticeable actually on the black instead of the grey, because the rest of the black boot is solid black. So it's nice to get that little flash of colour. They have a lace up design on the front, but also that side zip entry, which definitely makes them easier to get on or off. Most importantly though, you will see that the waterproof gusset goes all the way to the top. So these are, of course, fully waterproof. They use a Drytex waterproof membrane. They have a dual flex footbed with EVA padding, so that they are really cushioned and comfortable. That is quite useful when it comes to motorcycle footwear. Obviously more comfortable walking around, but it also takes out some of those vibrations whilst you're on the bike, which sometimes you can feel through the pegs. They also have a removable and replaceable footbed. Now, in contrast to the City Dry, which has a softer feel to it, this is a little bit more rigid, so the cushioning will come from the EVA backing on the actual footbed itself. This though has what they're calling an air pump system. So there is a raised section on the inside of the foot there that when you step on it and you press on it, it will help circulate air around the footbed, keeping them a little bit vented, a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more hygienic. Now that sounds great in theory if it actually works. I don't honestly know how well that will work, but any increased venting or breathability when it comes to waterproof footwear is gratefully received. Now, sizing on these we have found to be accurate. We obviously have a size guide on the website if you need to refer to it, and you can check out the rest of their range using the links in the description. I'll see you soon.